New World V.R.M.M.O.R.P.G, Book 1. The author wishes to thank Ms. A. Palma for her ideas and inputs that contributed to the creation of this fiction. Most especially, to the Almighty God for the ability to write. This is a work of fiction. Names of characters, places, and certain events are either the product of the author's imagination or are used fictitiously. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, business establishments, events, or locales is entirely coincidental. No part of this file may be produced in whole or in part, or be distributed in any form by means of electronic mail, printing, photocopying, or otherwise, without the permission of the author. Prologue. It was 2034 when virtual reality massively multiplayer online role-playing game was first launched in the world. Of course, Japan successfully created a game that had become a craze for everyone around the globe. Other countries started to create their own VRMMORPGs after the successful release of the game, A Quarter to Dawn by the Japanese gaming company, Empire. Somewhere in Southeast Asia, another Asian country wished to create another first. The Intel Corporation, one of the best gaming and animation companies in the Philippines, gathered their research team to create a brand new experience in gaming. A Quarter to Dawn and other virtual reality NFT games that had started to bloom in the market, used a head-mounted device which projects 3D images. It is true that the player will see the game as if he is really within it, but he or she could not actually feel, or taste anything within the game. So one of the founders of Intel Corporation directed the head researcher to find a way to maximize all the senses that can be used to provide the best gaming experience to the users. By 2035, the company had created a prototype they called Alpha, which included a helmet-mounted device and a 4D generator. After several trials, the creators realized that it wasn't enough because the ultimate gaming experience could still not be achieved by a mere 4D generator, so they decided to create something more. After several trials and errors, the company successfully created the very first 8D generator. The combination of the ability of the HMD to provide a wide field of view with head tracking and stereoscopic 8D creates an immersive virtual reality experience. The 8D generator produced a special gas substance, which the company christened as the 8D fairy dust. It is 100% safe for the human body, which creates a hallucinogenic effect just like that of some drugs known by men, except it is not addicting and is actually safe for the body and there are no side effects. The gaseous substance could help trick the brain into perceiving the game within the virtual reality that one could see through the HMD is actually real. That feature, together with the HMD's ability to use custom tracking technology to provide 360 degrees of head tracking, would maximize the gamer's experience within the game. This feature that the Intel Corporation created is unique and was able to beat that of the Emperor's QTD and the other VR now available in the market. Since they only focused on the 3D up to 4D VR experience. Upon the completion of the gaming gear, the company invited some beta testers to help in testing the game. For a duration of 6 months, the game testing department will hire 100 beta testers to roam around the continent of Pangea, testing whether the company's game is worth it and whether the 8D experience is really that promising. The staff wanted all the testers to be satisfied even with just the beta version of the game. The team planned to launch the game by the end of the year 2035. When the advertising department posted the expected date on the company's website, it caused an uproar among all the gaming enthusiasts both in the country and abroad. Some did not believe the claim of Intel Corporation that the new world can provide an 8D experience. Others even criticized it and said that a Filipino company could not create such a wonderful and state-of-the-art gaming design. Thelma de Vera, the president and CEO of Intel Corporation, raised a perfectly plucked eyebrow upon reading the said comment. The 33-year-old woman has a bobbed-cut hairstyle with one-sided bangs towards the left side of her heart-shaped face. She wore silver-coated dangling earrings on both earlobes. She had a small nose, common in Filipino women, and full lips which is glazed with peach-colored lipstick. Her eyes were small and sharp with the innate ability to make even the bravest of men kneel down in fear. Her impulsive mood changes make her unpredictable. With this type of characteristic, only a few people wanted to be in her social circle. However, the woman did not mind it at all. She then posted a shout-out on her online social page, "Everyday me on behalf of Intel Corporation, I would like to thank our supporters who faithfully await the release of New World. For the bashers, well, I know by the end of this year, you will be the ones to thank us for creating this VRMMOR.P.G. After successfully posting her shout-out, she talked to a holographic dog and said that she wished to talk to N. Perez, the vice president and co-owner of ATC. After a minute, the hologram morphed into a female in her early 30s, 34 to be exact. She is wearing a gray-colored contact lens, changing her iris's color. Her hair was neatly tied in a bun over her head. Her choice of apparel includes a semi-formal black dress, adorned with a white pearl necklace. She then looked at the temperamental woman in front of her and said, "I've seen your post." "Well, are you going to reprimand me for it?" the younger woman said. "No, you are an all-grown woman, there is no need for that. Besides, I'm used to your shenanigans. I'm even surprised that this is the only thing that you had done so far after reading those negative criticisms." And knew her business partner well. She knows Thelma hates being besmirched and belittled, she is a full-blown narcissist after all. The other grinned, "You really know me that well, huh?" She folded her arms over her bosom. "I'm excited to launch this game. I wanted to see the faces of those who did not believe our claims in creating an even better VRMMOR.P.G than that of empires. We are Filipinos, what do you expect? Of course, other countries will just laugh at us if we say that we can defeat the Japanese, Chinese, American or Russian technologies. Even Korea and Singapore had started creating these types of games, but neither of those two claimed to create something like New World. Others said that these countries' technology is far way advanced than ours. A third world country like the Philippines couldn't possibly create such innovation. Those annoying racists," she spatted with vehemence and disgust. "I know together we can prove them wrong, right Annie Bells?" And smiled at her and nodded, "But of course." XXXXX Juan Segovia, the head of the game testing department, scanned the list of names on the projected screen in front of him. "Eden," he addressed the holographic avatar of his computer. "Yes, master." The artificial intelligence answered. "Send a message to Ms. Real and attach this file to it. Tell her to contact all these people as soon as possible. We need to start the project immediately, President's orders," he said with urgency. The computer complied. Then after 5 minutes she said, "Master, Ms. Real said that she will carry out your orders A.S.A.P. The department head hummed in satisfaction. He then stood and went out of his office. He expected to gather all the beta testers before the end of the week. The infamous CEO made it clear in their latest meeting that New World should be launched before the year ends and not early next year as of what is originally planned. This means that he and his staff will work overtime for the thorough completion of the game's testing phase. "This is a pain in the ass," he uttered to no one in particular. He is too afraid to complain to President Thelma about the sudden change. That woman has a temper beyond control. He doesn't want to be a displacement of her anger. The said woman was angered by the comments that are running around the world in which they said that Intel Corporation is a delusional freak who claimed to create something that is unattainable. However, Juan and the other employees in ATC know that it isn't delusional. It isn't fantasy either. They have seen the designs and tried the game, even the alpha version was superb. A part of him wanted to finish this phase as well so the company could open the game to the public. Juan reached the elevator and pressed the button. The elevator's door opened with a loud ding sound. "New World will be coming soon," he uttered to no one in particular. The door of the elevator shielded him from everyone's view. End of Prologue Chapter 1, The Lucky One coming soon. Author's note: this story is originally posted on Wattpad. I wanted to go back to it. So while updating in Wattpad, I will also be posting the audiobook version on my channel on YouTube. Sorry for the long explanation at the beginning. I just wanted to give you guys some of the backgrounds of this VRMMORPG, New World. I hope this type of game can be available soon. Imagine playing games like Ni no Kuni and Ragnarok in a virtual reality setting. Cool, isn't it? Also, I adjusted the year in which the story was made and added the concept of cryptocurrency and NFT gaming, since I did not know that when I first made this story. Tell me your insights about this story. I'll upload the sketches I made for the main characters in my blog. I'll put the link in the author's note in chapter 1.